Good morning, friends. Welcome to yoga. My name is Marisa, and today we have a nice gentle practice, a slow flow, just ready to get you ready for your day or to wind down at the end. So if that sounds good to you, go ahead and get into something comfortable and let's get started. Today we're going to start standing. I want you to have a comfortable stance wherever you're at, taking your feet under the hip bone. So about a fist width between those big toes, both feet pointing forward. Let's relax the shoulders down. Palms are at our sides, taking 3 nice big breaths before we get going. So exhale fully. And then inhale deeply, breathing into the belly. Exhale, draw navel up and back into the spine. Inhale deeply. And exhale fully. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale to return to your natural breath, taking both arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, we're going to forward fold, hinging at the waist, taking it down towards the toes. You don't have to make it if you're here today. If you're here today, that's okay. Work with what you've got. Take a gentle bend behind the knees, especially if this is your first little moment to stretch today. Maybe we practice bending one knee and then the other, finding some space in the backs of those legs. Finding a little nod, yes, and no as you're ready. And then taking a moment, don't lock your legs out, but take them a little bit straighter than they were. Let's grab opposite elbows, let the head hang in the center. You can find a gentle sway side to side if that feels nice for you. Letting gravity start to pull that upper body down, lengthening the hamstrings. On your next exhale, we're going to take both hands down to the mat in front of us, walking our knees down into a tabletop position. Hands are going directly under those shoulders, knees directly under the hips. Let's find a couple rounds of cat and cow here. So inhale to drop the belly, drop the chest, let the head rise. Exhale, navel up and in towards the spine, arching the back. Inhale, taking it down, finding that scoop. And exhale, arching up. Let's do one more here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale to come back through center. Step the hands forward and we're going to take it into a down dog. So shift those hips up and back. Send the heels down. Chest melts down towards the mat. Couple nice big breaths wherever you are at. And then on your inhale, we're going to come forward onto the toes, press in with all 10 of those finger pads. Tuck the elbows back, and you can come down onto the knees here for your chaturanga if that's better for you. But we're going to take it on down. You come about halfway down. Hold here just for a second. Good. Inhale, flip those toes. Take it on up, up dog. Exhale, finding our way back into our down dog. We're going to do that 2 more times. So inhale to come forward, tuck the elbows, take it down, slow hold. Inhale, shifting on up. Exhale, taking it down dog. One more here. Inhale, draw it on forward. Tuck it down, find that hold. And inhale, up dog. Exhale, taking it into your down dog. Maybe walk those heels if that feels nice here. And then we're going to walk those fingertips back towards the toes, finding our way back into our forward fold. You can grab opposite elbows here again if that feels good for you. Maybe take a couple shoulder rolls, loosening through the upper back. And then on your next inhale, we're going to stand all the way up, big reach through the arms. Exhaling, hands at heart center. Inhale, take that nice big reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we're going to walk the fingertips out, finding our down dog. Taking just a moment here, send the chest down, heels back. And then on your inhale, we're gonna come back up to our nice high plank. So try to come forward onto the toes if you can. If you can't, that's a-okay too. If your wrists are tender, you can absolutely do this on your forearms. Work with your body where it's at. So staying nice and stable, finding a fire in the belly here. Good, exhale, shift it back, down dog. 2 more breaths. Inhale, taking it back on forward, high plank. We're gonna shift into a side plank here. Take the left hand or elbow in front of the face. Right arm scoops up and open. Take the legs wherever is comfortable. If you need a little extra support, that right foot comes up, 90-degree bend at the knee. One more breath. Exhale, taking it back on down, shift into your down dog. We'll be off these wrists in just a second. We've got one more plank here. So hold strong. You can always go onto your elbows. Inhale, we're gonna shift it forward. Right hand comes in front of the face. Left arm scoops up. Maybe you bend through that left knee. 90-degree angle for support. Keep the hips up nice and high. One more breath. Exhale, taking it on down. From here, we're gonna shift back onto our knees. Take the big toes together, the knees out nice and wide. Let's get off of those wrists for a second here. Draw the arms out in front of you. Melt the head and chest down. Inhale, we're gonna roll it back on up, finding our tabletop here. I want you to tuck the toes behind you. We're gonna come into a little beast. So make sure you're pressing with all 10 of those finger pads once again. We're gonna hover the knees up off the mat. So inhale, find that hover. Staying strong, navel up and in towards the spine, finding strength through the core to hold the body still. Exhale, sink it on down. Send the feet flat here. So we're gonna do the same thing, but pressing into the tops of our toes. You can give your wrists a little swirl if you need that. Press in with those finger points. On your next inhale, we're gonna rise the knees. Keep that neck stable here, looking down between the hands. If you start to shake, that's all right. Exhale, sink it on down. Take a child's pose of your choice. You can either leave the knees together or take them out nice and wide. Shift the hands forward. Or maybe you tuck them back by the toes today. We're gonna take 3 nice big breaths right where we're at. But if you need longer, take the time that you need today. On your next inhale, we're slowly gonna rise it on up. Take those arms up overhead, nice big stretch. On your exhale, we're gonna take our left hand to the right knee, right hand back by the toes, just on the fingertips here. Inhale to sit up nice and tall. Exhale, we're gonna look over the back shoulder. Close your eyes if that feels good. Good, inhale, let's come back through center, both arms reach up. Exhale, right hand to left knee, left hand back behind you. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, look over that back shoulder. Inhale, let's take it back through center. Reach those arms up one more time. Exhale, we'll take our hands to heart center. And let's interlace those fingers. Give those wrists a little love, a little twist. And then we're gonna work our way back up into our down dog. I promise we won't be on the wrists for much longer. So just stick with me here. On your next inhale, we're gonna step the left leg forward. Right knee is gonna come down to the mat. Come up onto the right fingerprints, left arm reaches up and open. Shift those hips downward. Continuing to find our twists here. Really working the core today, finding some stabilization, some mobility. On your exhale, left arm comes down to the inside of the left leg. Make contact all the way up the shin and the arm. Right arm reaches up and open. Good, exhale, take it back on down. And we're gonna switch out those legs. So you can go back up into your down dog to do it, or you can just switch around like I'm doing here. Press the hips forward, left fingertips come to the mat, right arm reaches open. Make sure you're still breathing nice and deep here. Exhale, that right arm comes down to the inside of the right leg. Make that contact all the way up as we lift the left arm up and open to find our twist. Exhale, we're coming back down to center. And we're gonna work our way on to our backs from here. So shifting on back however feels good, slowly lowering down. Taking a second to wiggle those knees side to side, a nice windshield wiper. And then scooping those knees up and in for a big hug here. Maybe a little rock side to side here as well. And we're gonna plant the right foot on the mat, take the left ankle on top of the right knee. Reaching through behind the leg or in front of that shin, we're gonna squeeze everything towards us. So finding as much or as little of a stretch here as feels good for you. One more breath. And then we'll sink the sole of the right foot down and we're gonna switch out those legs. So left foot comes down, right ankle on top of the left knee and reach back behind the thigh or in front of the shin if you have that mobility here. Just getting into those hips a little bit. Finding one more breath. Exhale, take the sole of the foot down. And then we're gonna come in to candlestick. So I want you to twist the hips forward a little bit so our entire low back is firmly on the mat. And then we're gonna take both legs up on top of our hips. Your legs do not need to be straight. If you are more here today, that's a-okay. Work with where you're at. Your toes don't need to be flexed or pointed. Just keep them in neutral. And take the arms wherever feels good for you. We're gonna spend about 5 breaths right here. A nice gentle inversion today to conclude our practice. And then on your next exhale, we're slowly gonna lower on down. Take the soles of the feet together and the knees out nice and wide. Bring the arms wherever feels best for you today, maybe at your sides, maybe up overhead, or maybe you rest them on those hip points. And give yourself just a second here to be still and sit with your breath. And then as you're ready, you can always stay here for a full Savasana if that feels nice for you. Or maybe you peel those knees together and draw the hands up to our forehead. I thank you all for joining me today. Om Shanti, Om Peace, and Namaste.